About Our Earth by Yoon Seo and So-hyun.
Good morning, people. This presentation will explain about our Earth, the tilt of the axis, the Earth rotation and revolution, and the role of direct sunlight.
Did you know that the tilt of the axis is always at an angle of 23.5 degrees vertical? Well, yes, the tilt of the Earth does not change as the Earth revolves around the Sun. You could say that Earth has seasons because of the tilt. Let me explain that. For example, when the north end of the Earth is towards the Sun, then it is summer in the northern hemisphere, but winter in the southern hemisphere. That is because since the north end is closer to the Sun, they get to have more sunlight than the south end of the Sun. That means that when the south end of the Earth is towards the Sun, then it is summer in the southern hemisphere, but winter in the northern hemisphere.
In addition, in the summer, the daytime is longer than the night time because during the summer, the axis of the Earth is pointing the Sun, which gets direct sunlight. However, during the winter, the axis of the Earth is pointing away from the Sun, so that sunlight is diffused through the Earth's atmosphere.
I think this kind of leads to our next explanation, the role of direct sunlight.
Before we explain this, you need to know what equator is. An equator is the intersection of a sphere's surface with the plane perpendicular to the sphere's axis of rotation.
It's general that it's warmer near the equator, and that is why India is so hot, because it's pretty close to the equator. It's warmer near the equator because the equator gets direct sunlight.
However, poles are colder because the energy from the sun is spread over a greater area unlike the equator.
We just learned that Earth gets sunlight, and in the equator, direct sunlight. What else?
Our Earth does rotation and revolution.
Yes, right. Rotation is the Earth spinning on its axis. It takes about 24 hours for Earth to rotate once. Also, rotation makes day and night.
That's why when the Earth turns east, the sun seems to appear on west in the morning.
Revolution is something different from rotation. It is when one object goes around the other object. In this case, the Earth goes around the Sun. It takes about 365 days for an Earth to take a one path around the Sun, but actually it's slightly more than that. About 365 and quarter days. That is why the fourth year is counted as 366 days.
There's a special name for the path that Earth takes to go around the sun, which is called orbit.
We hope you learned a lot of things about our Earth.
Thank you for watching and listening.
Bye.